Do you have the new version 17 from ELITECAD architecture installed and you can hardly wait to get started? If you only plan with the predefined default parameters of ELITECAD, you can get started right away. Are you an advanced user and with your own predefined parameters and data records from older versions that you would like to use in version 17? In this video, I'll show you how you can easily transfer your existing parameters to the new version, define them as favorites or create folders to better organize your data records. Let's get started. Start Architecture 16. Over the years, I have repeatedly created my own data records in the older versions. Here, for example, in version 16 are various wall structures that I use again and again in projects. I also have a few text parameters, hatches and various other architectural objects that I would like to transfer to the new version. To adopt these parameters, we first open the ELITECAD configuration for version 17 after the installation. There we start the Transfer Parameter Sets tool. Here we must now specify from which version into which version the data should be transferred. In my case, this is already set correctly. If you have skipped a version and are, for example, switching from version 15 to 17, you must adjust the settings accordingly. It is also important to select the correct region, in my case, English UK for UK. All user parameters from the selected version are now displayed on the left-hand side. We can now either transfer them all at once to the new version or, as in my case, select a few specific parameters. Now you just click on Copy and the parameters have already been adopted in version 17. We start Architecture 17. If we now want to create a wall in the new version and go to select a parameter, we immediately notice that the drop-down menu has been reconfigured. All predefined ELITECAD data records are organized into folders by category. At the end of the menu, we find the data records from version 16. Of course, you can create your own folder structure in order to organize your data records any way you want, or you can simply mark frequently used data records as favorites. Simply open the drop-down menu and either click on the star in the lower left-hand corner or with a right-click on the text to mark a parameter data record as a favorite. Using the star in the menu, the list will only display your favorites. If you want to create a folder for your transferred data records, you must first open the Detail Parameter menu of a construction element. You can now go into the selection window for the data records and with a right-click on New Folder, type a name for the new folder and confirm it with Enter. Now you only need to drag and drop the desired data records into the newly created folder. In order to generate a preview image, you must first select the data record and you will already see the individual layers. In case the depiction from the version 16 is preferable, there is the option for a hierarchical depiction, and if only your own data records should be shown, the default data records can be filtered out. In case there are any empty folders, these can also be hidden. That wraps up another episode. With these few steps you can transfer your existing parameters into the new version and additionally have them sorted into folders. If you have questions about the transfer of the parameters or if you are a CAD administrator and want to transfer global parameters, our premium support team will be happy to help you. I and the entire ELITECAD team wish you lots of joy with the new version.